And we're back with another video. What up, my little schnitzels? And the schnitzel is going on here. You have your co-host, the one, the only, the kid herself. All right, so we're back with another video on subreddit r/am I the a-hole. It is daytime over here. It's exactly 11:27, I believe. Hold on, let me look at this time. It won't even show me the time at this point. But you already know how it goes over here. Reread the subreddit r/am I the a-hole. And for the new people, most definitely, sometimes you'll see me like this. And that means my hair is not done. And that's all right. That's all right. Any other time, you'll see the hairstyles and they'll be busting because my mom does them. I mean, toasted strudel. Not a word. Anyway, so let's go ahead. And this story is called, can I click it? Am I the a-hole for going on a trip with my maternal family against my parents and my sister's wishes, which made my sister cry? Why would that be an issue? Like, is your mom saying that you can't go? Like, I'm genuinely confused. Because if they're trying to protect you from something that happened with the maternal side of the family and the mom kind of like with no contact and they're not trying to sneak back in their life through you, strawberry, banana, apple juice, and honey. I had to put y'all on real quick. Anyway, then maybe, but at the same time, you're probably a kid, so it's like, anyway. My mom died when I, 16 female, was 11 weeks old. Oh. Okay. My parents were pretty young when they had me, 25 and 26 respectively. My dad was married a little over a year later. Remarried a little over. I need to talk to your father. Because I understand everyone has their own time period of grieving, but a little over a year. He was cheating. I argued with somebody else. When I was 3, my younger sister was born, and my parents, my maternal family, ended up having a feud over my maternal family not wanting to form a relationship with my sister, saying that they will not be able to treat the two of us equally. I think, okay, now this is just a theory, okay? This is not a whole thing. Okay, this is my theory. The parents knew about him cheating, or they found out about him cheating after the daughter's death. That's why they don't want nothing to do with that woman or her child, which is your sibling, your half sibling. They want nothing to do with it. And your dad is trying to tell you that, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave you this story like, oh yeah, we met and it was just love at first sight. Bull. I call bull, because at the end of the day, that man lying. Because ain't no way your parent and your grandparents just all go sudden treat both of y'all the same way. And also like the different way. And also I think it's also due to the fact that your mother is dead. That was probably their only child or their only daughter. So you're legit the last part of the child that they lost. Because no parent wants to die, wants their child to die before them. Like that's the parent's worst fear. And also how young your mom was. That's heartbreaking. Okay. Not wanting to form a relationship with my sister and saying that they would not be treating the two of us equally. Well, like they could have worded it better. Because that makes people think like, oh, so you finna be putting hands on people's kids? No, it's just like they wouldn't be able to be as emotionally available to the other child as they would to you, I guess, per se. That's what you're trying to say. My stepmom ended up adopting me in an effort to sever contact with my maternal side of the family. Now, that's dead wrong. You don't do something like that. I understand that you have a disagreement, but I don't care what is said. Why would you want to send your child over there? But you don't have grandparents? Just don't send your child over to that point, but you have no right to over there try to sever that side of the family away from their grandchild, knowing that that's all they have left of their daughter. That's dead wrong. I understand you might not have liked what was said, about your child. But at least they were honest. Some people would deny, like, oh yeah, we're treating them all right, and then treat the kid horribly. I would rather someone be dead honest with me. But my maternal grandparents went to court for grandparent visitation rights, which they were granted, as they should. Because until I was 12, I saw my grandparents 1 day a month, 2 days a month on my birthday, and at Christmas when my dad was obliged to let me see them around the Christmas period. I grew up very close to my maternal family, and when I was 12, Dad started letting me dictate how much contact I had with them. He didn't like it, I know, but he allowed it because he says that I would become resentful or being kept from them when I was so closely bonded with them. He was correct. Sometimes you got to put your own feelings aside to allow your child to have the life that they want. And if that also has to include you simply just putting aside your own feelings towards a group of people, mind you, your child would not be here if it wasn't for those people that got together and had your girlfriend at the time, or probably wife, for her in order to have y'all child. So I would say put your feelings aside this one point and just get over it, because at the end of the day, that's still that child's family. Whether you like it or not, whether you slice it or dice, that's still that child's family. All right. It never bothered me that they didn't want to form a relationship with my sister. I get why they would feel that way, and I understand why to them. My stepmom and sister are not part of their family. Exactly. From me, there's no big deal in it. It does accept my sister, but I've always reasserted I loved her and she's not going to lose me. I explained to her that my mom died before I could get to know her, and that it's nice being with people who are very close to her, and that I can ask them questions I can't ask my dad. She didn't understand because my stepmom adopted me. It's not for her to understand. I'd be like, girl, look here. I'm going to tell you this once and once only. This is my family. I'm not going to just up and dip on them because you feel like I'm about to leave you. You also have a family as well. We are in the same family. The only thing that's connecting us is my dad. That's legit it. Okay, that's a bit harsh. My bad. That kind of got me heated. Sorry. That was harsh. She believed for so long that it meant my mom was no longer my mom at all, and I became my mom's daughter completely. How is she insane? Is she insane? So they're gonna completely neglect your mom was ever in the picture to even create you just because you got adopted? That's not how stuff works. Your biological parent is still your biological parent. It's just they're no longer guardian of you. And since your mother has passed, your father is not the sole guardian of you. Your stepmom is also a guardian of you. What are we doing here? My maternal family all planned for this big family vacation in July. They expressed an interest in me going and approached my dad about it. My parents brought it up to me and stated that they did not want me to go. That when my sister heard about it, she got very upset and wondered why they still didn't want her now that she's 13 and could go and not be a burden on them. They said they would let me go, but they wanted to be clear that I would be breaking my sister's heart. Who cares? They'll be all right. Who cares? Go spend time with your family, bro. Your family is tripping, and it's making me mad because they're always focusing on her, how she feels. And I'm pretty sure she's the baby that, they... I almost said something. All right. My stepmom also told me that she wanted to consider the fact that she had adopted and loved me and accept me as her daughter, and I still call her stepmom after all these years and not knowing my mom. That is trifling. I'm not even finna hold you. That's trifling. For them to even bring up your mother knowing that your mom died from reasons that we don't know because you didn't share with us. But I'm pretty sure she died from, complications or some sort, or she already was sick or an accident. So let's just say that in any shape or form that your mother has passed, why would she bring that up? And the fact that your dad did not say anything is also trifling. That is crazy to me. How could you say that to a child and she's 16 because she wants to visit her mom's family? Are you crazy? And because you're the stepmom, you think you have jurisdiction over the fact that she wants to spend time with her actual biological mother's family? What is we doing? This is so trifling. And I still called her stepmom after years of not knowing my mom. She suggests that my maternal family was a reason for that. Are you stupid? You're her stepmother. It does not matter if you adopted her or not. You're still her stepmother. And it would have been kinder for me to not have any form of attachment to my mom when I never get to know her. That it would be kinder to allow me to see her stepmom as my only mom. This woman's crazy. And I had some words in my tank that I wanted to say for her. But with this channel, we want to keep it a nice channel. That woman's crazy. When you get old enough and you go to college, go into contact with that whole side of the family. Because the fact that they simply disrespected your mother like that, and they didn't even bat an eye, and your dad didn't even speak and say, hey, yo, you tripping. You need to calm yourself down. They trifling. I chose to go on a vacation. I had a great time, as you should. As you should. My sister was upset. She even cried a few times afterwards. Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. Please. Here's some tissue. What Justin Timberlake said, you don't have to say what you did. We already know. I found out from him. Like, anybody got time? Now there is no chance for you and me. There'll never be. Why I let her be left out all the time? That's not my problem. This is not your family. I'm sorry. Look. I know people gonna be like, well, like for people that have step family, step siblings, please understand this and understand this well. We are only family by marriage. Okay. If you have step siblings, she's her half sister. But at the same time, the grandparents, there's not their grandchild. That is not. By no means are they obligated to take care of someone else's grandchild. That is not their grandchild. Even if there's no other grandparents, y'all so focused on this grandparents. Well, I also think on top of that, these grandparents might have money. Follow me, camera. Follow me. These grandparents don't want nothing to do with that child because that child came out of a cheating situation. 1. 2, the grandparents have money. They only want to pass down to the sole heir of their estate. So they're getting to know the grandchild and making sure that she is perfect for the estate and for what they want to leave behind. The father knows about this and he's upset because they cut him out of everything because his only connection was your mom. Hey, I'm coming up with stuff. I'm coming up with theories. My brain's working. My parents kept to their word as well, and I could tell that they are disappointed in me. Who cares? They can go find them some business. Seriously, they can. Because that's not your responsibility. It's not. To coddle 2 grown adults and a child's feelings, that is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to find out more about your mom. And for your stepmom to open her big fat mouth and say that your mom does not matter, basically, is downright wrong. You are not the a-hole. And I'm pretty sure people in the comments would agree. Now, if you don't agree, then please tell me your opinion on it. Most definitely. In the comments, I'm going to just spell it. A-R-O-O-A. Hold on, no. A-R-O-R-A Cherry said, not the a-hole. I can speak from someone in a blended family. Both parents married before. Dad has 3 boys to his ex. Oh, wait a minute. What I do? What did I do? Both parents married before. Dad has 3 boys to his ex-wife, and mom has 2 boys with her ex-husband. They got together and had me, so I'm the youngest of 6. When my 3 brothers went off to their bio mom and other 2 went off to their bio dad, my parents would plan fun things for me to do when my siblings went on vacation with their other bio parent or find days out with their other siblings. I never felt like they had more than me or left out, even though neither family wanted to get to know me, as both relationships ended badly. Okay, and that's their right. It is your stepmom and dad's responsibility to help your sister understand and help her out to not feel left out of this situation. And super sad they're trying to manipulate you for not seeing your mom's side sounds super toxic. Sounds like your stepmom's felt jealous that your mom is still somehow in your dad's life and therefore is indulging your sister's insecurities, pressuring you into doing what she wants. I'll just go live with my maternal family if this carries on. I agree. And like I agree wholeheartedly. Someone heavy saying 5228 said is like they was responding to Arrow Cherry when it says it is your stepmom's and stepdad's responsibility to help your sister understand. And they said this cannot be overstated. They have had ample opportunity to explain to the situation to their younger daughter in a way that she'll understand. And I have hunch that their failure to do so wasn't accidental. There's still time to rectify this, but it is your responsibility to do so. Agreed. So overall, I say you're not the a-hole. You're a child. You're 16. You're still a kid, and you are. Hold on. In 10th grade, I'm pretty sure. In 10th grade, going on to 11th, and you have to deal with this foolishness is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. That is not your responsibility. Your stepmom has an issue with your mom, probably because she wasn't the main woman that he wanted or whatever, or maybe she wanted him. Whatever the whole situation is, but I think that your dad was cheating with this lady, and she feel like she should hold priority in your life because she don't want the dad having no attachments to the mom in any sort of way. She has a jealousy issue, and that is not your responsibility. She needs to find her something safe to do, and she needs to find her like a counseling, and she needs to also tell her daughter that this is not your family. We have our own family, or do something to make their daughter feel okay. Because I'm not really gonna be upset at your sister. She's 13. She's a kid. She's like legit in middle school. But as for your parents, they dead wrong. Especially your stepmom, especially your dad, because he should have nipped this in the butt way back when. They dead wrong. But hey, my little sisters, let me know what y'all feel in the comments, because overall this story is crazy to me. And type down in the comments, like, subscribe, do the whole shebang, and bye. Toodles!